Consolidated Gold Mine was once the home of the largest hard rock gold mine east of the Mississippi. Now, while the mine is no longer in operation, we're still having fun down here, so y'all come on down to see us. Our tours are around 45 minutes long, and your family will go underground on one of our adventures with one of our knowledgeable staff members. They'll show you the history of the mine, how the miners did it, and who knows, you might even find a piece of gold for yourself. Now, after your tour, we invite you to pan for gold with us. We're finding gold every day down here, and you never know what you might find in one of our gold pans. Tours are only $13 for adults and $9 for kids, and that includes the 40-minute adventure and a sample of our gold panning material. And don't forget, we gemstone mine here at the gold mine as well. So come on down and grub with us and find some rubies, sapphires, and maybe even an emerald. We look forward to seeing you at Consolidated Gold Mine.
Well, this is the glory hole, and out of this hole here, they took 54 pounds and 9 ounces of gold in one day. Now, this was the largest vein of quartz-bearing ore ever found on the earth. It's nearly 22 foot wide, and the miners actually came in from the mountain on the other side, drilled and dynamited their way through here, ended up down the bottom of this big hole. Once they struck this giant vein that was coming down, from down there what they did is they drilled straight up. And they'd dynamite the rock out, and they'd build platforms and ladders and climb up there in increments, just like scaffolding, until they finally busted out the top of the mountain. As I say, this hole right here is called the glory hole. It's one of the biggest holes around in the mine. Now we'll ease on down the mine a little further, and we'll show you some of the other areas where there was a lot of gold. But according to the records, this was the largest find in a single day, and it was 54 pounds and 9 ounces of gold. Now the mine only operated for 8 years, 1898 till 1906. That's when it went bankrupt. But in that time, they did over 3 miles of tunnels in here that we know of. And we haven't gotten down to the lower levels yet. We're still working and trying to clean those out. And hopefully one day we'll take people all the way down into the bottom. But we haven't just got to that point just yet. So if you're ready, we'll head on down the mine a little further and show you some of the other areas down here where they work.
Welcome to Consolidated Gold Mine. I'm Miner D. I'm one of the tour guides here at Consolidated. Now, Consolidated Mine was the largest hard rock gold mine east of the Mississippi River. Today, we're able to take tourists underground and show them what the miners used to do to find gold. Now, right now, we're sitting a little over 200 feet under the ground, and we invite you to come down here to see us. You'll see things like our old ore cart here, and some of the other equipment that the miners used. So Consolidated Gold Mine opened in 1898, and they kept mining and building until 1906 when the mine went bankrupt. Now the mine that we're sitting in right now went barren and lay barren for about 80 years until the new owners bought it and opened it up for tours. It took about 10 years to get this place ready to bring folks underground. And we'd love to have you down just to see what the gold mine's all about.
My name's Hop Smith. I'm one of the tour guides here at the Consolidated Gold Mine. Let me give you just a brief background history of the gold here in Georgia. It was first found here in 1828. Now that's obviously 20 years before California had their gold rush. At that time, this was pretty much just Cherokee Indian land, and that's why there happened to be a gold rush here. Now the gold they first found was in the rivers and streams, and it was called placer gold. It had been placed there through natural erosion by Mother Nature. Once the word got out, better than 15,000 miners showed up here the first year and set off the first major gold rush in the United States. Now gold had been found in North Carolina and other parts of Georgia, but there was no rush to those places like there was here in Dahlonega. They say when you first got here, all you had to do was walk up and down the stream, just kick rocks aside, and you could pick up nuggets of gold. Well, 15,000 men doing that lasted about 20 years. That's when they found gold out in California. And a lot of our miners went out west, trying to strike it rich. A lot of them came back just as broke as they were when they left here. But they started a second type of mining. It's called hydraulic mining. What they had is large water cannons, and they would literally wash mountains down into what's known as a sluice box, run that material through the sluice box. It had a little riffle system in it. And that would wash the light material and the mud and silt, and that all went down the river. But the heavy gold we'd get trapped down behind that little riffle system. Well, they did such a good job doing that, that lasted about 10-15 years, and they worked themselves right out of a job. That's when they started hard rock mining. They found out that the gold, they were finding a lot of it was in white quartz. So they started following quartz veins underground, and that began around late 1880s, early 1890s. Now this mine here started up in 1898. There's 5 investors from Ohio and Michigan, each put in $1 million to start the operation. And they had a stamp mill over back here that they used for crushing the rock in. And that stamp mill had 120 stamps in it. Each one of those stamps weighed around 1,200 pounds. And they say there's about 1,400 men working here at the Consolidated Gold Mine at its peak. There were actually 5 mines here that were consolidated into one operation. Now if you come down and see us, we'll take you underground, take you down about 200 feet below the top of the mountain here. And you'll get to see some of the equipment the men use down there. The rail system that was in the mine is all still there. You can see some of the, like I say, some of the equipment they use. We'll show you the veins where they were working getting the gold out. And they had to be a pretty hardy lot, because working down there 12 hours a day wasn't for the faint of heart. So you come down and see us. We'd be glad to help you and show you how to pan for gold. Guarantee you won't get rich now, so don't quit your day job. But you come have some fun with us, and you can spend a good day here and around town and go up and see the museum and all that, and get yourself a bite to eat up there on the square, and you'll have a great day up here in Dahlonega, Georgia. So look forward to seeing you. Come back. We'll help you find some gold. Y'all take care.